Baltimore, Wes Moore was telling me I want to walk with the president. Well, I said, I want to walk with you too someday, but first you got to clean up your crime because I'm not walking in Baltimore right now. Baltimore is a hellhole.
The reason that I've asked the president to come and join us is because he seems to enjoy living in this blissful ignorance, these tropes and these 1980 scare tactics.
The war of words between Democratic leaders and President Trump continues as the president threatens to send National Guard troops to Baltimore. Governor Moore calls the threat unconstitutional and argues it's disrespectful to the troops. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Bubala.
And I'm Kai Jackson. President Trump argues Democrat-run cities are crime-ridden and they should welcome law enforcement assets.
A look at crime stats in D.C. Since the president deployed the National Guard there have been 1,251 total crimes. In Baltimore, we've seen double that number. Taking a deeper dive into the data, Washington, D.C. has seen 87 violent crimes compared to Baltimore with close to 800 cases. And D.C. has reported just over 1,100 property crimes, while Baltimore City has reported more than 1,700.
Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost has been tracking the back and forth and explains the potential impact for Maryland. Mackenzie?
Kai and Mary, the contentious feud continues between the White House and leaders here in Maryland. President Donald Trump seems insistent on talking about Baltimore and how he is not coming here to walk the streets, while leaders here are taking credit for the drop in violent crime. And now City State's Attorney Ivan Bates is getting in the mix. From the White House again.
Governor Moore, has anyone heard of him?
President Donald Trump cannot stop talking about Baltimore, despite what Governor Wes Moore said. But it's not in a positive light.
Wes Moore was telling me I want to walk with the president. Well, I said, I want to walk with you too someday. But first you got to clean up your crime because I'm not walking in Baltimore right now. Baltimore is a hellhole.
Trump drawing comparisons between Moore and California Governor Gavin Newsom, too, as possible presidential hopefuls, even though Governor Moore has insisted he's not running in 2028.
This guy, I don't even think he knows it. He's another candidate for president. Between him and Newsom, you got some real beauties, I'll tell you.
But crime remains top of mind for the president, despite talking about Governor Moore. While Maryland leaders continue to push back on the idea of the National Guard in the state at the president's direction, Trump himself touts his work as progress in D.C.
So the line is that I'm a dictator, but I stop crime. So a lot of people say, you know, if that's the case, I'd rather have a dictator. But I'm not a dictator. I just know how to stop crime.
Mayor Scott, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
While on ABC News this week, Mayor Brendan Scott says the National Guard in Baltimore would not be helpful, and instead he touts his own programs that he argues is behind the drop in homicides and non-fatal shootings.
Not militarizing and sending the military in to just come and harass our neighbors. There are strategies that work on the ground, like my group violence reduction strategy, which is a partnership between myself, my state's attorney here, the police department that works under my command, and the attorney general.
But not everyone agrees that the mayor's strategies are behind making Baltimore safer.
When we take those 5,000 to 6,000 repeat violent offenders, we remove almost half of them out the community. Crime's going to drop greatly.
City State's Attorney Ivan Bates on the radio Tuesday says since he took office 2 years ago, he has focused on repeat violent offenders.
We tell you from the very beginning you're going to prison.
And the mayor's group violence reduction strategy is a small portion of the cases his office deals with. 256 people have taken the mayor up on services provided through GVRS, Bates says.
GVRS is 4% of the caseload that we have.
As the mayor, top prosecutor, the president, and governor continue to trade barbs,
you have to kind of find a way to de-escalate some of this.
Political experts say someone needs to de-escalate the situation.
And I think that the governor needs to focus on some flattery more than on this contentious language, because a National Guard unit armed in the city of Baltimore would be a bad political look and a bad economic hit for the city.
That invitation from Governor Moore for the president to come to Baltimore is still out there, but the mayor has said he would rather have funding from the White House than a presidential visit. Given the latest comments from the president, it's not likely we'll see him walk the streets anytime soon. Mary?
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.